Medical student Anna Stevens and biochemistry graduate Catherine Coulson, both 21, were on top of Mount Rinjani when the 6.4 tremor struck on Sunday, killing at least 16 people on the island. They were at the summit when the quake began and were told by tour guides to run to the center of the volcano and shelter behind a rock as boulders flew past them. Miss Stevens, from Neesham, and Miss Coulson, from Middleton St George, near Darlington, Durham, were stuck on the volcano until Monday because many of the trails and bridges had been destroyed and they were among hundreds of tourists trapped there overnight. Students Anna Stevens, L, and Catherine Coulson, R, were caught up in the earthquake. Image Catherine Coulson. The girls were on top of Mount Rinjani when the 6.4 tremor struck on Sunday, killing at least 16 people on the island. Image AFP. The families faced an anxious wait until the British Embassy traced the former Haworth school pupils. The women eventually managed to get into an area for a mobile phone signal to call their loved ones. Miss Coulson's aunt Victoria Toas said, "They actually believed the volcano was erupting until they spoke to us and we told them it was an earthquake. They were absolutely terrified. There were boulders flying past them and then there were aftershocks." Rescuers carried the body of climber evacuated from the Mount Rinjani volcano. Image Xinhua, Barcroft Media. At least 543 tourists were rescued from a mountain in the tourist destination of Lombok Island. Image Xinhua, Barcroft Media. She said they had learned there had been looting in following the earthquake and there were concerns that the pair may not have passports to leave the island. But later, she added, "I have just spoken to Catherine and they have located the passports and luggage and are heading to the port. So thankfully all is well." The students saw an army truck heading up the mountain to collect bodies as they descended, so it was feared the official death toll may increase. The Mataram search and rescue team. Image AFP. The deadly earthquake triggered landslides that trapped hikers on the mountain. Image AFP. The earthquake early on Sunday killed 16 people, including an Indonesian student who was among the Mount Rinjani climbers. The shallow quake set off landslides on the rocky mountainside, blocking the normal pathways out. The National Disaster Mitigation Agency had said more than 680 people were stranded on Rinjani, based on figures from its entry gates where visitors are registered. Most are foreign, from 26 countries, including more than 330 from Thailand. Hikers descending from Mount Rinjani after people were left stranded on the mountain. Image AFP. A woman is helped to safety. Image AFP. The Foreign Office said last night that 6 Britons who registered to climb the mountain confirmed to officials that they had made the way safely to its base, but others may have gone unreported. More than 1,400 homes were damaged on the island after the tremors struck from a shallow depth, which tends to inflict greater devastation. Indonesia's Meteorology and Geophysics Agency has recorded more than 270 aftershocks. President Joko Widodo said the government would give each family whose home was destroyed 50 million rupiah £2,670 to rebuild. Rescued hikers arrive at a post in Sambalan, Western USA Tenggara. Image AFP. Groups of hikers began to pick the way down the slopes of a Lombok volcano after the earthquake struck. Image AFP. Anchi, a villager from near the quake epicenter, said he and his family spent the night in a makeshift tent, worried that aftershocks could cause more buildings to collapse. "We slept here at the roadside because our house collapsed in the quake," he said. "There have been many aftershocks, although they are not strong so far. But we heard that quakes as strong as the one early in the morning may occur, and that makes my family and I very nervous and scared." Like Bali, Lombok is known for pristine beaches and mountains. Hotels and other buildings in both locations are not allowed to exceed the height of coconut trees. Indonesia is prone to earthquakes due to its location on the Ring of Fire, an arc of volcanoes and fault lines encircling the Pacific Ocean. In December 2004, a massive magnitude 9.1 earthquake off Sumatra triggered a tsunami that killed 230,000 people in a dozen countries.